Welcome to Exleys on the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, guys? This is Exleys on the NFL. I'm Tony, and that way is Stephen. We are the hosts of Exleys on the NFL, the NFL Unfiltered UK style. As always, we'll start with our top stories. I thought we should put this as a top story. So right at the top, we start with a big one out of Minnesota. The Vikings have waived wide receiver Adam Thielen. Adam's camp passed for his release, so he can play a bigger role in what he says will be his last NFL season. Vikings agreed, and now he's looking for a landing spot. And I do believe he's gone to the Steelers.
I believe since, I think it was today, he got claimed off of waivers by the Steelers.
Let me see, is that on? No,
he didn't even clear waivers.
No, he was on there already. I heard that he was going to go to the Packers, but then
I think there was a lot of teams that wanted him, but I think some teams wanted to wait to see if he would clear waivers.
And Darius Slay, is it Darius Slay, the cornerback? He just got released as well, didn't he?
By the Steelers.
Yeah. He was with the Eagles last season, wasn't
he? Yeah, went to the Super Bowl. He was cornerback 1 at the time, and Quinion Mitchell was 2. And obviously, since him and the Eagles parted ways, Quinion's become 1. Our 2 has been shocking all season. We could do with the help. I don't know how well Darius is playing this season. I think he would at least deserve a shot.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, our second cornerback slot is shocking. So I realistically think we could do with the help. And there's nothing else. He's a veteran, so he can bring a lot of knowledge in.
Yeah, and I think that's the same with Adam Thielen. It's his last season. Who wouldn't want a veteran wide receiver that's been in as long as he has to be able to teach?
And he's not on huge money.
He's not. I don't think he's even asking for huge money. Even if he stayed in again, I don't think he would ask for masses.
I think he is just trying to play out at the moment his last season.
Yeah.
I think he's hoping to go to the playoffs in his last season and see what happens. Whether the Steelers make it or not, I don't know. But it'll be interesting. They could definitely do with the help at receiver anyway. They've got DK, but you can't just use DK all the time.
No.
And their giant tight end is going to get tired by the end of the season.
While I'm thinking of it, did you see, as we're on top stories, did you see Odell Beckham Jr. Recently made headlines stating the earning a $100 million contract is not enough to live comfortably forever? Did you see that one?
But did you also see his reasons as to why it's not?
He expressed that after taxes, he would have to spend around $12 million annually, which he described as a significant financial burden. Beckham emphasized that expenses like maintaining an extravagant lifestyle, buying cars and homes are part of the costs associated with high income, suggesting that the money does not last forever if not managed properly. He also mentioned that he spends around $300,000 on personal care each off season. Mate, I watched some of the interview, and he says everyone reckons they could live off $100 million for the rest of their life comfortably. I reckon I could live.
Most people could.
What's he been in?
What you got to do, you got to cut that number in half. Just abandon half of that. Don't think of that half, because you'll get taxed so highly. So nearly half of that will go on taxes. So you got 50 million. If you bank that, people like me and you and most ordinary people, as long as you don't go crazy, you could probably just live off the interest.
I reckon
you would probably get more in interest off of that than what we earn in a year as it is.
100%. I'm nowhere near getting that sort of money that you would get off that.
If you got, say, 52 grand a year.
Yeah, that's more than I'm making anyway.
That's more
double. That's double what I make. Yeah.
So
it's the extravagance. Like, you see him rocking around with his diamond chain on that's like $100,000.
Yeah, see, those sort of things are dumb, because that's where money goes to waste. Because even if you want to sell, especially the personalised ones, they're very hard to sell. Anyone who wants to buy that is not going to give you what you paid for it.
No.
You've probably lost half of your money with it.
This 12, because 12 is my lucky number and it's my number in football, cost me 20 quid, and it's not going to mean anything to anyone other than me. Same with him and his number. All the people with the chains, like I'm pretty sure Shedeur Sanders, he had 2 when he was in college. He's 12 now, I believe. He's going to have a 12 chain. Every player has their number on a big diamond chain, and it's like, fuck, mate. What is the point? What is the point in that?
That's going to be very hard to sell for a start. If you sold it back to a jeweler, they're going to try and get as much out of it as they can. So they're going to want to pay as little as possible. So doing things like that is kind of wasting money. I get you want to do it to be flashy, rah, rah, rah. And if that's what you want to do, that's your choice. But then don't complain about spending money if you're going to waste money.
Don't blub about
I also
it.
heard he said, if you're spending $4 million a year on fucking what, mate? You're not working.
Yeah. And
you got to buy the equipment and shit.
I seen Jameis Winston said that in the beginning his family members were spending $400,000 a month on stuff. Like they were entrepreneurs and just blitzing for his money and stuff. And in the end, he had to be like, no more. That's just ridiculous.
That's where things become stupid, and that's how you burn through the money fast. Yeah, he's made the right thing to stop him. But if you're going to just waste the money, then that's your own fault.
And then cry about it on
you can't then cry about
fucking social media
and internet and stupid shit like that.
No.
If you invest it in stocks or property or whatever you want to do, and you, what's the word? Capitalize on it.
I was thinking capitalize, but I was like, that doesn't seem right.
But if you can actually make your money work for you, then you can, and you're bringing in more than what you're spending, then you can do what you want with it. But don't start spending stupid amounts every month, every year, whatever, and then cry about it.
Yeah, I get the self-care stuff if it's not like face creams and shit like that, but if it's cryogenic and shit like that, that is worth it because you're investing in your long-term future in whatever you do, the cryogenics and massages and
health first.
Yeah, but if it's getting your hair done, getting your nails done, because I guarantee he gets his nails done and stuff like that.
Oh, what is it? They get house call barbers that cost like $2,000 a time.
Mm. Yeah, there's that.
Go get a set of clippers out the bathroom, mate. Do it for free. I'll do it for 10 quid and a plane ticket.
I don't think he'd do it, mate. Anyway, they are 3 of the top stories that I have seen this week. Here's the top scores from Thanksgiving and Black Friday games. Steve, do you want to run away with it?
I think the Packers and Lions was actually the best of the Thanksgiving games.
That was a really good game. Standing game.
Of the scores, but I think both teams worked really hard, and it was just good fun to watch.
Yeah, it was.
But it was 31 Packers, 24 Lions, which honestly, that game I could have seen going either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was very I was very apprehensive some of the way through, thinking, "Fuck's sake, how many times have the Lions beat us?"
I kept watching the score going up, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah,
he's on the edge of the seat right now.
But the play calling by Jordan Love was fucking outstanding. He had 4 touchdown passes, 234 yards. Aggressive play calling on 4th down. Micah Parsons had 2.5 sacks, which people saying that he was shit at the beginning of the season must be eating their fucking.
And he was recovering from an injury.
Yeah, and then now
combine those two, and it's going to limit any player.
Yeah, they were trying to double team him, and he was still breaking through and making the sick fucking sacks.
Not only that, when he's not getting the sacks, they're double teaming him, as you say, which then takes it away for other people to get through.
Yeah, I believe it was Evan Williams got a pick 6 as well, and Josh Jacobs. I've got it all written down. Josh Jacobs had 83 rushing yards. Thought I'd write it all down this week because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. Wicks caught 6 passes for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Parsons 2.5 sacks plus multiple hits. His late game pressure helped keep Detroit out of the end zone. And Josh Jacobs with 83-yard rushing. And the
I thought it was
Lions,
quite a good game.
Jesus Christ, the
Lions
Lions.
played really well. I think the difference between Packers and the Lions, the Packers have certain people that they try and get to do things, whereas the Lions, I don't know if they're as skilled as some of the players on other teams, but everybody puts in.
Yeah.
Everybody gets away.
And they lost Amon-Ra St. Brown to, I believe, here we go.
Yeah. And Laporta's out.
So early injury blow for wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, left in the first quarter with an ankle injury. That's a big loss, as they don't have Sam Laporta. Obviously, they've got their two running backs. Oh no, they've got the wide receiver Jameson Williams, and who is their running back?
You got David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I think Gibbs actually got quite a lot of yardage. He's a nippy, quick little.
I think what a lot of people
Brick
don't
with
realise about
legs.
them two is David Montgomery will truck you.
Mm-hmm.
He is small, but he will just truck his way through people. So if you just need a quick few yards to fight through the big guys, you put Montgomery in.
Yep.
If you want to try and get somewhere down the field quite quick and to avoid tackles, you put in Gibbs. Gibbs is the fast one. He's got the speed and the elusiveness to get around people.
Yeah.
But Montgomery is he's just a brute.
Where is it? So, Jameson Williams got 144 yards. And Goff finished.
That doesn't surprise me.
20 for 26, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Goff is a very smart passer. I don't think people talk about it enough. I don't think
he is
quite as much credit as he's due. 24 for 26 is pretty impressive.
That is really good, isn't it? It is absolute. How many other QBs do you know in the league this season has had that many passes and completions?
Well, it's not only that, it's this late in the season. We've just had week 13.
Yeah, you can tell that they're slowing down a bit. They're getting a bit sloppy.
Yeah.
The O-line is not as steady. The amount of times Goff actually got sacked or had someone break through to pressure was unbelievable. Not just passes.
Yeah, there's
loads of them.
It's the late in the season, do you know what I mean? There's starting to get some lingering, not necessarily injuries, but like you'll have soreness in certain joints and stuff. So I think there's a lot of that for people. And it's also not trying to push too much because you're coming to the back half of the season. So if you're in with a fighting chance of making the playoffs, you don't want to push yourself too hard before getting to the playoffs and have to sit out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But it was a very good game to watch.
Cowboys Chiefs. I don't think I watched the Cowboys Chiefs, or if I did, I had it on in the background. I feel like I watched all of Thanksgiving games.
I watched the highlights from the next 2 games.
Yes,
from what I remember,
may have done.
Exciting happened. Like, don't get me wrong, it was quite a good game. But I think unless you're a Cowboys or Chiefs fan, it's not that good of a game, if that makes sense. It's just one of them sort of average NFL games.
Dak Prescott's balling out this season. There's no way to say it any other way. He is playing really well this season.
Yeah, he is. I think he's been limited a bit by the team he was given, and they had to make some changes. And one of their biggest ones was getting George Pickens. He was a bit of a diva when he was with the Steelers. I think he just didn't want to be there by the end. I think that was the problem.
Yeah,
So
it does seem to go that way.
To the Cowboys was the best thing to happen for both of them, and he seems to be doing really well there.
Yeah, so Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28, Bengals Ravens, Bengals 32, Ravens 14.
Before we move on to this one, do we think the Chiefs are in trouble of missing the playoffs?
100%. I mean, there's so many analysts still saying that they are up there to still make the playoffs, but
I don't think they will this year. And if they carry on like they are, I think they miss the playoffs.
Let's have a look.
Unless they make some drastic changes, I don't believe they're going to make the playoffs.
So Chiefs are 6-6.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And if you look at the list of standings and all the teams that are above them,
Chargers 8-4, Broncos 10-2, Texans 7-5, Colts 8-4, Jags 8-4, Bengals no, Steelers 6-6, Ravens 6-6,
well, they're firmly sat in the, I would say, the
Bills
bottom half of the league.
8-4, Patriots 11-2. Patriots are leading
Okay.
the AFC.
Yeah. So I've got the NFL have put their playoff picture up. So in the AFC, the Chiefs are 10th.
It's that on the bubble, isn't it?
I would say so. Yeah, it's on the bubble. What it says is playoff probability. If they lose against the Houston, they got an 11% chance. If they win, there's a 48% chance.
I've seen the Chiefs do stranger things, man. They could come back and
They could, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not counting them out, but I'm saying things need to drastically change for them to make the playoffs because they are playing like the Chiefs that dominated for.
They're not the Chiefs they were last season. They're not the Chiefs they were the season before. What have they been to the last 4 or 5 Super Bowls?
If you go back on podcasts we did from last year, we talked about them not looking like they were the year before, but this year they're even further down at the moment, I would say.
Yeah. For them to make the playoffs now, there's something drastic needs to happen. What it is, I don't know. So,
but moving on, Bengals Ravens. This shocked me. Not that the Bengals beat the Ravens, but by how much.
32-14 that's a big.
Especially as the Bengals haven't had their best defense out there.
No, and they've played. I would say they haven't played the best games this season. I mean, the Bengals are a good team, but Joe Burrow's been out, so they've just not been where they need to be. Now Burrow's back, first game back, shows them that they need him.
Yeah.
And they're not the team they are without him, in my opinion.
100%. I think a lot of their success hinges on Joe Burrow being healthy and being on the field.
Yeah.
With Jamar Chase, with T. Higgins. That's their main offense. That's what they need on the field at any given time to make good plays, to make good runs.
Mm-hmm.
Both these teams, the Ravens and the Bengals, don't seem to do too well when it comes to the playoffs.
What it tells me is they need a good, solid backup QB, the Bengals.
I think a lot of these teams, that's where their trouble's been. If their main QB goes down, their backups haven't been able to do anything. I mean, that's why the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco. You don't trade mid-season for a backup QB if yours isn't doing so well.
The only team I would say has got a good chance of going anywhere, and it's biased because I'm a Packers fan, but the Packers, our backup QB...
No, ours, Tanner McKee.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people forget about him because he doesn't play much.
I don't think he's had much play time at all, really, has he?
Not as a starter or anything, because Jalen Hurts doesn't go down much, thankfully.
You just jinxed
but
it.
He played, I believe it was the Giants in the last regular season game. I believe he got the start and he threw for over 200 yards, if I remember rightly, and 2 or 3 touchdowns. You know, he was a bit like Malik Willis. He can just come on and go for it, and
just get on with it.
I think he's just entered his 3rd year.
So
he hasn't been in the league. He hasn't even been in the league that long.
No, he's a rookie, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't played a full season. His first season, he didn't play at all because who we already had.
Yeah.
Last year, he was, I think, 3rd string for some of it. And yeah, I don't think we had Jalen Hurts out much at all in the last couple of seasons. So he hasn't really had to play.
Huh. I forget about him.
I think a lot of people do. I kind of do as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, outside of Packers, outside of Eagles, I don't know who's got a really good backup.
Who's the Chiefs' backup?
At the moment, I believe it's Gardner Minshew.
Pat best not go down at all, man. You think the Chiefs have got it bad now? Imagine starting him.
The Eagles had him. The Eagles had him as backup. Yeah, we've had all sorts of backups, but
You imagine-
I'm pretty sure they let Carson. I don't. They might still have Carson Wentz, but
I would prefer to have Carson Wentz over Gardner Minshew. Fuck you now.
yeah.
The Black Friday game. This is the game that you were the most angry about. Mate, you have not been that pissed off about a game in so long. And I don't know whether it's because it was the Bears, but you can't knock the Bears this season. Even
No,
if the Bears beat the Packers on Sunday,
it wasn't
mate.
the Bears
Fuck.
that pissed me off.
It was the poor play calling.
It was the poor play calling, the bad ref calling on some ridiculous. It wasn't just against the Eagles. I'm not saying there was a bias against one side. I'm saying there was a shit ref on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Because what did the Bears get called? The Bears got called for something, and I was sort of like, I'm going to take it because it's worked in our favour, but I'm pretty sure any other ref would have said no.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got called for something like pass interference when it wasn't. I'm pretty sure.
I was watching the game as well. I turned it off just before the end of the last quarter.
I'm pretty sure one of the Bears cornerbacks got called for pass interference when it wasn't. And when they watched the replay, I'm pretty sure they have the official guy in the booth.
Yeah.
In New York or wherever. I'm pretty sure he said I wouldn't have called that. But it was one of those things that it kind of got called, but everybody moved on so fast that it just got sort of left by the wayside.
I think there has been some ropey play calls across the entire league this season, and not in.
It's not they're picking one team. I think they are just making bad calls everywhere.
I don't know, but it kind of feels like last season everyone was saying the Chiefs are getting unfair play calls in their favour.
Yeah.
It's like they've gone the complete opposite way this season, and everybody's just getting scrutinised for fucking everything. Even if they think they've seen it, pass interference, but I was nowhere near him. Face mask holds, the amount of face mask holds I've seen this season, and they've just gone
stupid.
Like gone by everybody. And it's like, that's
I think
clearly
the biggest ones I've seen being mistaken are pass interference when it's not.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? I've seen quite a lot of it, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's going to really annoy me. But it's one of them ones that gets them like an automatic first down. In the passer.
Right, yeah.
Because he gets it out at the last second.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, the defenseman's got the lineman's got no chance of stopping. And he's already too close, but they'll still call him roughing the passer. And it's like, it's an automatic, 10, 15 yards and the automatic first down. It's like, mate, he had no chance to stop at all.
Yeah, I've seen a few like that. But where you saying that reminded me, did you see the Bo Nix pass? Where the
one as he was going down?
He's got him like by the ankle and he's just like, wow, friggin' just slings it. What the fuck?
My first thought when I saw that ball leave his hand was he should not have let that go. He should have taken that sack. And then I saw it get caught and I was like, that was fucking lucky.
Who got sacked this week? Someone got sacked this week, and as he sacked him, he threw it. He got sacked and threw it underhand. Mate, who the fuck did that?
You know about the one that got picked off?
Yes.
Wasn't that Marcus Mariota?
Yes, I think it was. Yes, I think it was. He threw it. He got sacked, and I don't know whether he just lost, didn't protect the ball, or he threw it, or what. But he just threw it, and it was just like, shit, son. He threw it completely
in the surprised.
Yeah, he threw it completely at the defender's chest, and he was just like, cheers, mate. That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, you should have just taken that sack.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the announcers said the same thing. You should have just taken it. No, was that not Jackson Dart?
He's been sacked so many times. It's hard to track what ones he's had.
I'm sure Jackson Dart had a similar thing. He threw the ball as he got sacked and he got picked. And the commentator even went, sometimes you just need to take a sack. I know rookies don't want to. You just don't want to admit the defeat. But
I know they've said a few things like that about Jackson Dart this week this last week or so because he's been taking a lot of big hits near the sideline.
Unnecessarily. Yeah, he's taking unnecessary hits.
They're coming in for the hit, and they could cancel it any second, but he keeps running up the sideline instead of just darting out.
Yeah.
So they're just like, right, I'm just going to take you out. Have you seen? I saw a video. I think it was yesterday morning. No, it would have been today. About the Patriots were just handing out CTE. Did you see the hits they laid?
No.
Mate, I'll try and find one and I'll send it to you. But mate, the Patriots were laying their heart on the Giants. It's no wonder they didn't score much in the first half.
I'm pretty sure Jackson Dart's had 4. He's been in concussion protocol 4 times now. First season, mate. You ain't making it to your third. I was just going to say, he's been in concussion protocol more times than Tua has, and Tua's been in a lot of fucking times.
Yeah. It's Tua 2.0.
So, I've heard a lot that Daniel Jones has not been playing too great the last couple of games.
Yeah, I've seen he hasn't been doing as well as he started.
Did you know, though, he's actually been playing with a fractured fibula?
I didn't. I just seen this story and I was like, this is wild.
He was playing out fucking stand at the beginning of the season. Where are the Colts now?
I think they're still pretty high. They are not leading their division, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so they're
8-4
overall. 6th overall in the playoff picture.
They're 8-4, and I think it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So are those 3 the 3 of them 4 losses because he's been playing with a fractured fibula? That man is. How many people could say they could carry on playing with a fractured fibula, knowing they could get sacked, could get hit in that sweet spot and just snap it, but he's carried on playing? He did have this week a 3D printed thing on his leg, like the knee pads, shin pad things you wear. He had one of them 3D printed, trying to protect it a bit better. He's friends with some doctor or something that he went to college with.
See, what that tells me is they have no faith in their backup QB.
Letting him play like
I'm
that,
pretty sure that backup is Anthony Richardson.
I think it is. Because he
He has replaced.
He was their starter, weren't
he? Yeah. They drafted him. It went nowhere. Personally, I think they should let him go. Let him either be a backup or get a starting gig somewhere else. Maybe we've said it a few times, maybe a different system will fit him better and maybe he can progress.
Yeah.
Maybe he sits as a backup for the rest of his career. Who knows? I mean,
If
Joe
not,
Flacco's made a pretty good career out of it. The guy's like 41 and still playing.
Yeah. If not, I'm sure the Canadian League will take him, or the XFL.
I think Daniel Jones has been playing much better since leaving the Giants. I think Minnesota made a huge mistake letting him go, as they did with letting Sam Darnold go. Their season's over. But it definitely tells me they have... I don't know if Anthony Richardson is the backup or the third QB, but I think it tells me they have no faith in either of them.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Fucking mental.
But he's not doing bad with a break in his leg, so...
Moving on. You got this one.
The Pro Bowl voting is open. Get your votes in. Make them count. Vote for who you want to see at the Pro Bowl.
I've done it.
I started it.
Micah Parsons is leading defensive ends for votes so far.
I'm not sure if it was my phone or the website froze, but I couldn't finish. So I've got to restart it at some point. But yeah, I did it I've done it the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so have I. And you can vote as many times as you want. There is a phone number if you're in America. I can't remember what the phone number is, but you can do it on, I believe, the NFL website.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's the NFL website you can do it on.
You can do it on the NFL website. I was doing it on the Green Bay Packers app, and you could probably do it on your team's website as well.
Probably.
Vote for who you think should be in the Pro Bowl this year.
What I did was, obviously I'd like a lot of the Eagles players to get in, but I was actually voting for other players who I thought were quite good.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the Pro Bowl isn't about your team. It's about AFC versus the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just people on people. It's not team on team as such. It's just conference against conference.
Yeah, we'll see if they do their flag game again at the Pro Bowl. Who knows?
It'll be an interesting one.
So Micah Parsons now joins Reggie White as the only player since 1982, 10 plus sacks in each of their first 5 seasons. What does that tell you? Micah Parsons is the chosen one. That's why he is number one.
I'm
Numero
not sure about
uno.
the chosen one. I think Myles Garrett will have something to say about that. He's doing outstanding this year.
He is 5 sacks in his last game, I think. 5 or 6 sacks.
Well, he is predicted, if he carries on with his current pace, to have, I think it's either 26 or 27 sacks this season, which I believe would break the NFL record, which I'm pretty sure is 25.
Mate, I hope he does. He's an animal. Can you imagine him on a team that produces, like, just better? Because the Browns...
If he was on one of the top teams, it would be insane.
Yeah, and by no feat have the Browns had an easy schedule this season, and he has managed to sack that many people.
I think he is one of them. I can't remember who says it, but he is one of one.
Yeah, 100%.
He's on a bad team, the Browns. They've done nothing right this season. They haven't helped anybody, any single player in any position. There's talk of Deshaun Watson coming back. I think that's a mistake.
Big mistake.
Release the man.
Do you think they will take Deshaun Watson back in and put him in as a starter?
Not this season.
Bench Shador Sanders and bench Dylan Gabriel.
Not this season. What's the point? If they have until week 17 to activate him, because they've just opened his 21-day roster. Otherwise, they shut him down for the season. They aren't going past week 18. They aren't going past the regular season. So he would lose one game.
Did you see, and I know you think I'm on the Shador Sanders hype because I'm a Colorado fan, but did you see Jerry Jeudy having a go at him? Did you see that clip circulating?
I've heard there's a clip about it, but I haven't seen it.
Jerry Jeudy's having a proper go at him for overthrowing the ball, but Jerry Jeudy slowed down. He could have caught that. And the week before he dropped the ball, he had it punched out of his hand because he was too busy fucking just dancing around as he's running up the field. Clear path, mate. No one around him. But he slowed down and he
is a bit of a douche.
He was dancing around. He's got the ball, the end zone's there, and he's, celebrating before he's even got there. Too late, mate. It's been punched out of your hand. You're the veteran.
He is a bit of a diva receiver, I would say.
He's a veteran and he's having a go at a rookie. Yeah.
He believes he's special. His numbers don't back it up. And he blames it on the Browns. He blames it being with the Browns, blames bad quarterbacks, whatever. There are problems there. Nobody's denying that. But, as you say, he's a veteran. He should be helping, not hindering the team.
Yeah. And I don't like Dylan Gabriel. I think he's undersized. I don't think he's right to be the starting quarterback for any team, but I don't think any first-year rookie should be a starter for a team. I don't any team.
You have to rely on a rookie to be a starter.
No, you're knocking their confidence. We've said this loads of times. You're knocking their confidence, potentially ruining their career because...
Look at what's happened. I mean, it's worked out well eventually, but look what happened to Caleb Williams and Bryce Young, who were both first round, I believe both first round, first picks.
I'm pretty sure Bryce Young was as well.
Because I'm pretty sure Bryce Young was the year before Caleb.
Both
their rookie seasons were shocking. Bryce's last season was shocking.
Yep.
Caleb and Bryce have both had much better success this year. It does also help when both teams have invested more in their O-line. And I think both these teams have shown that.
Yeah.
You look at the Bears and the Panthers last season. I believe Caleb Williams was the most sacked quarterback in the league last year.
He actually was. I was literally just about to say, if last season you said to me, the Bears and Caleb Williams are going to be leading the NFC North, or just the NFC,
I believe they're the number one seed in the NFC now.
They are the number one seed. Seed. It's just,
And
if you'd have said that to me last
honestly, they
season, I'd be like,
deserve
what
it.
the fuck are you on about? Agree. I hate the Bears. Fuck the Bears. But
You can't knock what
you
they're doing.
can't knock for any... No, not at all, because they've put 100% effort in. They are 8 and whatever it is,
9-3.
9 and 3. We've got the Bears this week. And 9 and 3. We're 8 and 3. I don't see it. 8 3 and 1. I don't see us beating the Bears.
I don't
I
know.
want us.
I
I
think
want us to beat the Bears, but the Bears
your
have beat
defense-
some hard teams.
The Bears have had a pretty gauntlet of a schedule, should we say. They haven't had an easy season by any means. I think Ben Johnson has helped them because he is very good at calling trick plays. And if you watch that Eagles game, they've done jet sweep and end arounds a few times.
You text me saying we need to do trick plays. I'm gonna do it there.
Yeah. We weren't doing any of it. That's why we lost on our offense. We were too predictable, so they were getting straight through knowing what plays are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense got very tired to the end. I looked at the stats. The Bears had possession for about 20 minutes of the game. Our defense spent nearly, I would say, half an hour on the field.
Your defense were
Playtime.
fucked by the end of it. You could see
They
it.
were too tired by the end to be able to keep the pace up. They were, as I say, the Bears were running so many different plays that by the end of it, they were so tired trying to keep up with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Bears have been doing well this season, I think. I think it's worked for them. And I think they've also found a good combination of running backs.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift has always been good. I will maintain that till the end of time. He was good in Philly. They didn't use him properly. He's not a good aggressive runner. That's not his style. If you want elusive speed, that's Swift.
Yeah.
Who's their other running back? That I believe he's a rookie. I think it's something like Manungai or something.
Yes.
And he will truck somebody.
Yeah.
They've got a running style like the Lions have. One for speed, one for power.
Yeah.
And I think that's what all teams need, one of each.
Mate, we've gone off on a tangent again. We were talking about Micah Parsons and Reggie White. Let's get back on track. We could just do this all day. If someone would like to pay us to do this all day long, I'm sure I could give up work and just do this all day long. Barber cut my hair, mate. He's done the complete opposite to what I asked.
I can't say nothing. Have you seen mine? It's just stupid. Like, it literally, if I don't tuck it behind my ears, I'm like, what's his name out of Home Alone where he gets electrocuted? Marv. But yeah, I think this is quite good. In a way, and it's bad in a way. Jackson Smith and Jigba has more receiving yards this season than Justin Fields has passing yards.
I've seen that. That's fucking great.
130. That's a lot of receiving yards, sorry. I think JSN is ridiculous. He's just been so... What's the word? He's been playing out of his mind this season.
He's consistent, is what he is. You know where he's going to be. You know he's going to get the ball. You know where he's going to go.
If he carries on like this, his next contract, I think, will eclipse Jamar Chase.
I would definitely hope so.
If he carries on playing like this, his next contract will be the league setter for that season.
Yeah, it'll be a league record or a league fucking new cap.
A league high or what? Yeah, it'll just be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, Justin Fields has 1,259. They have benched Fields and played Tyrod Taylor, and they won a game.
I've seen that. That's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, I'm not saying we called it earlier in the season, but I'm pretty sure one of us did.
Fields. I'm sure we've been saying bench Fields for ages.
I think the Raiders need to take a look at what happened in the Jets game and say, maybe Geno Smith should take a seat.
Well, I don't want to say I told you so, but...
Pete Carroll, wake the fuck up. Stop dozing off and going to sleep, you old bastard.
So, Panthers safety Tre'von Moehrig suspended 1 game for striking Jauan Jennings in the groin. You can't be doing that on Monday night, lad. You can't punch people in the balls.
No, I'm not saying they're right. I'm not saying they're wrong. I didn't see the whole thing. I don't know what led up to it. I've seen the video of it, but I don't know what led up to it. I have since seen players from other teams saying he deserved it.
Been punched in the nuts.
Yes.
You ever looked at someone and
say-
thought, I would love to punch you in the dick?
I've never thought that. I have thought
that's
about
the
punching
way it
people in
comes.
the face.
That's
but
the way
not
it comes
in the-
across, though, isn't it? He deserved
Yeah.
it. Why? He deserved a good punch in the balls. No, I would rather punch someone in the face. But I suppose he's got a helmet on. You do see people punch people in the helmet. That's got to hurt your hand more than their head. Punching them. So, yeah, I do get
don't
it.
think they're thinking that, though.
No.
I think it is just a spur of the moment thing. But, yeah, as I say, I don't know what led up to it. I don't know the guy off the field. I don't know anything about him. But I have seen players say that he deserved being punched. I don't think they're saying he deserved to be punched in the nuts. I think they're just saying he deserved to be punched.
Mental.
But as I say, I don't know the outlying reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know what led up to it. But it is going to get you suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
Built on a field, there are far too many cameras to catch that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, I suppose. So, moving on, I suppose. We could analyse this one forever.
Speaking of the Niners, Purdy becomes the first QB of this year to throw for 3 interceptions in the first half of a game.
It's not even been back that long. Is his first game back this season or this week, or was it last week?
I think it was last week, maybe. I do think it's ridiculous. He has just been, before the season started, paid a ridiculous amount of money to become the franchise QB. It doesn't look like it's working too well.
It's two sides of a coin, really, isn't it? Because you got
I think
Brock
he's
Purdy.
One of the players. Who's the other one that's like it? We said it before about another QB. They're kind of a coin flip on game day as to whether they're going to be a really good or really bad QB.
Bryce Young last season was like that.
Yeah. But somebody else was doing it this year, and we said about it the other week. I'm trying to think of who's playing at what point. Joe Flacco.
Yes, he can play really well one game. The next week he could play absolutely horse shit, and then the next week he could play fucking outstanding again. It is a coin flip.
And
But
some QBs are like that, but I don't think you want your franchise QB to be like that.
no, definitely not. 3 interceptions in the first half of a game is fucking
It's quite
crazy.
bad, really.
Anyway, Vikings QB JJ McCarthy is still in concussion protocol and out versus Seattle. UDFA rookie Max Brosmer makes his first NFL start.
It wasn't good.
No, I watched that last night, I think.
I've heard people say he was worse than JJ McCarthy, and it's very hard to be worse than JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. Worse than 9,
But
his
I
alter
mean,
ego.
I was looking at it, and his stats for the game were 126 yards, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Mate, that's painful.
Do you want to know what's more painful? Is his passer rating. Do you want to hear it?
Go for it.
22.8.
Mate, I've never heard a passer rating that low.
I don't think I have. I don't think I've heard one under 50.
No.
And that's a bad passer rating.
Yeah, and that's people like...
That's like backup QB that have just drafted or something.
Who was the QB for the Saints? Had blonde hair.
Digging. You'll be digging to go to the Saints.
Mate, I've not spoken about the Saints this season.
Nobody has. They're not doing great.
Who was their QB?
Tyler Shuck?
No, yeah, blondie hair.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck.
That wasn't Tyler Shuck, was it?
I'm sure.
Spencer Rattler.
Tyler Shuck. Spencer
No.
Rattler's their other one, but Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I'm
Who
thinking
they've
of
got at the
Spencer
moment.
Rattler. He did have blonde hair, but in that picture he had red hair.
Yeah,
Maybe
'cause I'm
dyed it.
sure he has. But yeah, I mean, he's not done. Not done.
Even Spencer Rattler didn't have a bad passer rating compared to that.
I'm just looking at it now. I don't think even he's got that low. But my Riverside wants to piss me off today. Spencer Rattler stats. His lowest passer rating this season is in the 60s. 66.3. Where he threw for 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So you've got to be bad if your passer rating's in the 30s.
Yeah, really, really, really bad. Anyway, A question for the viewers. True or false? It's not really a true or false, but Myles Garrett to break the single season sack record. Do you think it will happen? Yay or nay? He needs 5 more sacks with 5 games left. That's just 1 sack a game. 1 sack a game.
Which is unusual for Myles Garrett. So leave it in the comments. Tell us if you think he will or won't.
Yeah. Contract signings, extensions, and releases. Take it away, Steve.
There's only a couple, not a lot, but Bills signed wide receiver Brandon Cooks. Panthers signed linebacker Isaiah Simmons. This one's going to come on and off straight away. Frank Ragnow comes out of retirement to rejoin the Lions. He is no longer rejoining the Lions because he failed his medical.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Packers signed kicker Lucas Havrisik to the practice squad, which I think he'll get called up.
I
think he'll get called up straight away.
The substitute team. He was the guy going to be a teacher that the Packers picked him up to go and play that one game. He played that one game, got every single field goal he kicked. It was like 3 of 3. The next game was against the Giants. It was windy as fuck. He missed 2 field goals. They got rid of him, brought back Brandon McManus. And the last game against the Lions, he missed 2 of 3. So now they've brought back Lucas Havrisik or whatever his name is. They cut him after the Giants game. Instantly cut him after the Giants game.
I think he'll get called up for the next game.
So do I. They'd be stupid not to.
And obviously Adam Thielen's gone to the Steelers.
Seen that one going? Did not see that one coming at all. So injuries, and the one big one for Green Bay. Devontae Wyatt is out for the rest of the season with a fractured ankle he suffered versus Detroit on Thanksgiving. I was trying to think of the day, but it was Thanksgiving.
I haven't seen many injuries this week.
No,
I think
I
there's
haven't.
been a couple, but they've played through them. Like, obviously Daniel Jones is playing through his.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers is playing through, I believe, a fractured wrist because he had some casting on.
Yeah, I think he's got a fractured
somebody
wrist.
else who's playing through an injury as well. So there's not been many major injuries that have taken players out.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, and I missed who it was. I believe one of the Chiefs players is heading to IR. I seen something earlier, but I missed it.
I don't know. I did see Brandon Ayuk. They are saying that he will not be returning next season. It's not an injury. It just popped into my head. They don't see the franchise moving forward with him next season. Who is he with?
Well, he's with the Niners.
He's Niners, isn't he? Yeah.
They don't see contract that he wanted.
Mm-hmm. He was holding out again, wasn't he? Yeah, I seen a statement they said, but they have. There was a thing I seen earlier that they don't see themselves moving on with him again next season.
I sent you something.
I think that's what you sent me.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. That's not what they were saying on the thing I found. What was the thing I found?
Yeah.
Niners GM John Lynch doesn't see Brandon Ayuk return in 2025 as a realistic possibility. We're a better football team when Brandon's out there, and I hope that's the case. So it sounds like he wants Brandon to come back.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to. What I think he's saying is they're not going to risk him. They're too late in the season because they would have to open his practice window first.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd miss this week. Very doubtfully he'd play this week. I think there's a chance he might miss next week. So what would that put us? Through week 15.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to risk him with the last 3 games left of the season? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it?
So I think what he's saying is we want him back fully healthy, so we're going to essentially shut him down for the season.
Yeah.
And get him back to full health and get him ready for next season.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that will come off and he'll stay there or whether they'll trade him in the off-season or something. But that's what it sounds like the GM wants.
Brandon Ayuk is a pain in the ass. At the beginning of every season with Brandon Ayuk's holding out again, he wants this amount of money or he's not showing up to practice and he's forfeited this and he's just fucking get rid of him.
The Niners contract and then got injured.
Yeah. So another question for the viewers. Should the Vikings have moved on from Adam Thielen earlier or was now the right time? Let us know in the comments below. I mean, he wanted to move on, so...
He wanted to move on because he wanted to play out his last season being an impactful player. I don't know whether he'll get to start in the Steelers' offense, but that's his intentions. That's what he wants. And of course, the Vikings season's pretty much over. They're not going to make the playoffs. They've already got their star receivers. He would just be a rotational piece if he stayed there.
Yeah. So, game of the week, and we both actually really
agreed on this one.
We agreed on this one. Broncos versus Commanders. That was
wild.
One hell of a game. One hell of a game.
It doesn't matter which team you're a fan of. You've got to appreciate it. You've got to watch this game, but you've got to appreciate it. It's like it was chaos for almost the entire game. The score was, I don't think, reflective properly.
27-26. It doesn't look like that much of anything.
It wasn't properly reflective of the chaos that actually ensued the game.
No. Bo Nix is just a difference maker. He kept going until...
He's really shown what he's capable of this season,
of
just helping lead them. Because, I mean, you think they've won a few close games this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the Cowboys going for the 2-point try to win the game, that would have been a tie in overtime.
Yeah. I actually put, because we do Player of the Week, and I put Tre'von Burks, wide receiver, Washington Commanders, had a one-handed catch in the end zone. I honestly didn't think he caught it, but I think Bo Nix is actually Player of the Week for me, because he's just a difference maker. Some of the plays he made just didn't look like they were going to be made. We spoke about this earlier. When he was down, he must have been, I'm not even joking, like, if you're watching the video, like 6 inches from actually being on the ground and still managed to get the ball out.
Closer than that. Because when it played out in real time, it looked like his knee was down. It was only when they slowed it down for the replay you could see his knee actually was fractionally above the ground. It was ridiculously close.
He managed to get that ball out while being sacked and still get the touchdown.
It was insane. Obviously, he's not been like that every game this season, but I think he has been a driving force, helpful in keeping that whole offense going, keeping that defense. Because if your offense is playing shit, your defense doesn't want to go back out and save the game or whatever. So you've got to have the offense firing to keep the defense firing to keep the whole thing going.
I actually watched the short replay. Was it 10 minutes? Then I watched the 40 minutes, and then I watched the full game replay. That whole game is just intense. You need to watch Commanders and the Broncos game.
For Marcus Mariota as well.
Mate.
On the Washington side, he played brilliantly.
He balled out hard.
If it wasn't for a battered down pass on a 2-point try at the end, that would have been a tight game.
Yeah, that would have been a tight game. That was fucking it was an unbelievable game. And I've not been that excited about a game that isn't a Packers game in I don't know how long. I was actually jumping up and down on my seat. It was exciting.
I was watching it and it was good. The only reason I didn't enjoy it is because the Commanders are in a divisional rival.
Yeah.
But if you take that out of the question, that was a good game to watch.
Fucking wicked game. It was a really good game. And then
both teams were playing their fucking hearts out.
So I done 2 top games because obviously that was our game of the week. Top games for me: Green Bay versus the Lions. Just watch it, and you'll see that it was a good game. Just good game all round. Good game. And Bengals versus Ravens. Really good game. Joe Burrow showing you.
All of it.
I watched a good chunk of it. Joe Burrow showing you why the Bengals are better off without him. And they can't afford to lose him. Yeah, with him, sorry. They can't afford to lose him being around. So another question, who's your MVP for next season and why? That's it from me. How about you, my friend? You got anything else?
Yeah.
Cool. We will see you next week. That's it from Exleys on the NFL. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast, on Spotify at Exleys NFL Podcast, and Tony Exley 12 on TikTok. Peace.
That's all from us. See you next week on Exleys on the NFL, and thanks for watching.
1, 2,